Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I. Bully's on, baby. I hope they can't hear me. They probably can. Hey, what's goody, homie? So, if you're watching the last episode, you might know that this is the last episode. But this is the last episode now. Get it? But if you didn't watch the last episode, I'm fucking Styles the Prophet. We got Bisho in this motherfucker.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I just realized we were both wearing matching sweaters until I took mine off on the last episode. You can watch that on the last episode. But making this all happen, putting everything together, plugging in all the plugins and doing his thing. Fucking Jonesy in the house.
Trying my best anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yes. But tonight, we got Matt Pilon in the house.
No, I have a laptop, a Rock Band mic, and I'm like, I want to make a song.
Yeah,
That's it.
that?
I never rapped before, nothing. Hobson is the person who inspired me.
Yeah, I sat beside him at breakfast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The first song was trash that I did, and the second and the third. Anyways, they were all shit, but that's why I wasn't posting anything for 2 years. Also, because, it was a way to cope for me. And then around 2015 or 16, that's when I got in contact with Jeff Jones. Yeah. And he got me a show, man.
Yeah, shout out fucking Mr. Jones, man.
He's a good guy, man. All the things he does for upcoming artists or anyone, man. He's a good guy.
For sure. Yeah,
has anybody been in contact with Jeff about the interview?
Well, he's live right now, I would assume.
Yeah. We could bump into him in a little bit or something.
Well, I told him
you might see something go down on this episode. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what's up. But no, actually, at the same time too, I just want to touch on him making, we were talking about earlier. I think it was before we even started. We were talking about how I was saying how he did opener, him, opener, him. So he left a bunch of slots for a bunch of openers or whatever, right? And I think that's cool because he's giving all these people opportunity, right?
Yeah. And it's also smart for him because by the time he was performing at his last shows, it was midnight, and people were starting to leave. You know what I mean? So that kind of sucks, Well,
yeah, exactly, yeah. Because then the other thing too is, weren't we saying maybe it's because the locals come and see them, their friends and shit, and then they fuck off before the headliner comes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least they get to see him. Then they're like, oh shit, was that weird? Yeah. So fuck? I feel so bad now. World Peace.
Yeah.
You remember World Peace was at that show? He was kind of curly haired dude. He was super happy and he did a bunch of songs and stuff. Yeah, he had a suit, but he did a bunch of songs where he was
I think you guys might be talking about a different show.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You're talking about the show when you opened up for him. Was it Avant Garde, right?
I did. That was my first show ever with him.
Right.
And then I opened also for him in Bourbon Room.
Oh, okay. Was that the same one that we were at?
Yeah, I don't know, the Canadian theme one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, because the last tickets were him waving a big flag.
Yeah. Drastic was there, Sin, J. David.
Yeah, they showed up right when we were finishing.
That's right. Yeah.
Omar, I forgot his rap name.
Bro.
Obnoxious.
Oh, okay.
MC Obnoxious was after me.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly everyone. But.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was actually a sick show too. And yeah, shout out to fucking Mr. Jones for doing all that shit, putting on for the community and stuff. He actually did 2 shows on his last tour. Did 2 shows in Ottawa. I think he did 2 in Hull too. I forget. Yeah, it was halfway, and then at the end or something.
Yeah. I think this year it's at the beginning and then at the end he's doing shows here and in Hull.
Yeah.
I got it.
So you say you're working on an EP?
Yeah, EP or album, like I said. I'm not sure how many songs or whatsoever, but it's called Perfect Imperfection because I'm perfect at being imperfect.
Yeah.
And I'm, like I said, I'm getting out of the cave. This is my first interview in 7 years of doing music. On this, I've always held back rapping or talking about certain situation in my life because I was like, I don't have a big enough audience so they won't relate. I won't change lives. This time I'm just going all out, and it's really gonna be you'll know all about me if you listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not just lyrical miracle shit. It's gonna be I'm really talking deep about stuff and sometimes I say when I make a song that's sad, let's say, I tell people, if you listen to it, don't even ask me questions about it. Just listen and fuck off. Sometimes I forget that I'll be posting that stuff. It's very personal, and then So it's gonna be a dope album. I have maybe like 5 tracks so far. A collab with Jay David.
Nice.
That shit's gonna be insane. He sent me his verse, and I was like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah.
But he's stuck in quarantine right now and doesn't have a home studio.
Oh,
So
no
just
way.
waiting till everything clears up so he can go at Drastics and record. But yeah, man, he sent me the verse and it almost made me feel like rewriting my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, I liked it. Before he sent me that, I'm gonna stick, whatever.
Stick to it.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it. I like it. You just, you didn't even
That's what you gotta
foreplay with the beat or play with the clit. He just penetrated the fucking beat. You know what I mean? I play with it a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
him.
No,
That's a
yeah,
dope song.
He spits really
I was
fast.
just saying,
Oh, that guy's crazy.
Yeah,
spits
he is,
super
for
fast.
sure.
Yeah.
that whole gang, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Drastic
Yeah.
too.
Son,
Glad to see they're back together.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say this.
What?
I might
You don't
do.
say
Yeah.
that live and then not say it.
Okay, I'm doing maybe a
so-
collab with Drastic too.
Oh, damn.
I don't want to talk up too much because I don't know
No,
what
no.
he's talked about, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
Just leave it like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's actually a big thing. Like I'm trying to think of the exact example, but there's been many times. Well, I listen to No Jumper and shit a lot, right?
Yeah.
Just podcasts in general and shit. But like there's a lot of bullshit. Like there's artists that I forget the guy's name. That's what it was. Might have been Spider Loke maybe or something like that. But anyways, whoever, it doesn't matter. Whoever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, he they were saying like he never actually like got big or whatever, like
Yeah.
super big because the fuck's his name, Suge Knight was like, yeah, no, like we'll keep it, like it's not ready yet, right? Like we'll keep it. And the thing is like I've heard that with other people too, where they're like, yeah, I just made this song, like I think it might have been Lil Xan maybe or something that was saying this specifically, but he's like, yeah, I just made a song, was like, yeah, dope, like it's going out, like yeah, tomorrow we're good, whatever. And the like I don't know if like it was his management or record label or whoever, but somebody stepped in and was like, whoa, wait, not yet. You gotta like
Mhm.
pump the song up and do all this shit, right? But then the thing is like I get that too, because like you don't want to just be like, oh, and song here or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're Eminem and you're like, oh, album. But
yeah.
but you want to like, yeah, you want to hype it up, and you want to get like, but you also want to make sure it's like gonna vibe with the times and shit, right? And whatever. But it's just that in some situations, like I said, I think it was Spider Loke or whoever was getting held back by fucking Suge Knight,
Yeah.
and he was like, no, like soon, like yeah, no, just wait, like so he like funded it all and like helped him do it all and shit, but he was like, no, just wait on this shit, like just wait on this shit, and it was just so long, and like he ended up, I'm pretty sure he ended up like leaving or like getting in some kind of fight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't remember if it was Spider Loke or not, but it was Suge Knight that was like, or say Lil Wayne with Birdman,
yeah.
like holding back that album and shit. Like a lot of shit happens like that. I know that that's not what you're talking about with the drastic thing or whatever.
Yeah, for
but I'm
sure.
just saying because that's like obviously like you don't want to put out too much information or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just mean like a lot of times people get pushed back too far or like too long.
I've heard something, I'm not sure if it's true, but if you do, let's say, a collab with a artist that is under, let's say, a label, and let's say that label doesn't want the song to be released, you can't. You know what I mean?
Oh, say
so-
word. Oh,
yeah,
because
so
that's
that's-
not your song, right?
So when you're making a collab, you really have to make, how can I say this? Make sure that, hey, can I post this once this is done?
Like
You know
even
what I
if
mean?
it's
Do
your
give me
like
consent
even
to
if it's
post
your
it.
song
Yeah, even if it's your song. That's what I've heard.
featuring
I'm not
them.
sure.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know either, but
But I heard something like that. I'm not
at
sure.
the
if it's
same
true,
time,
though.
at the same time too, though, like I mean, I don't know
depends.
if it's true either, but I could see it, like I could see why, because maybe like
They're dropping an album that week. and they
Exactly,
want the hype
yeah.
to be on the album, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to give away
Yeah.
things as well, right? Like if it's
Yeah.
a major feature, you don't want to leak
Yeah.
that.
yeah, and also it could be the next like hit too, right? And it's all of a
Exactly.
sudden fucking
And then
Matt
that
Pilon and
rapper's
MGK or like
yeah.
Well, didn't so that happened with fucking, I want to say Trippie Redd, but I don't think it's Trippie Redd. It's Kodak Black.
Okay.
Was supposed to be on Drake's song Forever, I think.
oh yeah, no.
Or one of those songs. He was
Like
supposed to be
Drake's song "Forever" is with Eminem.
Eminem and all that.
2009?
Yeah, or like maybe
Kodak Black wasn't around.
Oh, this guy's got
Okay,
the year and shit.
so it was maybe it was a newer song then.
Key.
Is it God's
Okay.
God's
God's
plan?
Plan?
Maybe it was God's plan.
like a
No way.
Drake song. Well,
Yeah.
fucking
But-
which
But it's
song
not like
would
he got given a version of this song to work on, right? So here's the song. This is what it sounds like so far. You know, work on it kind of thing, and he showed a bunch of people this song apparently, or like I don't know if it was a bunch of chicks that he was having a party, he wanted to impress these girls or whatever. Right. But word got back to Drake's people that he'd been showing people this song.
And they took him off.
Fucking X'd him from it.
No,
he's one of the biggest songs, like that would have been easily one of the biggest songs of fucking Kodak.
Yeah, exactly. And he would have had his fucking hand in the cookie jar.
Well, the beef with Joyner and Logic.
Yeah,
it's done. Exactly. You don't play your fucking anything unreleased to the people you don't know. Played it to Logic's manager. Then Logic comes out with a 1-800 songs.
Yeah. Like, that's right.
Well, oh no way! I didn't even know about that shit.
But in a way, you don't do that,
No, for sure, man. Yeah. But yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is there's so much. I don't know if you call it I was gonna say I don't know if you call it politics, but then you said sneaky business. I guess it kind of is. Yeah.
It can be politics too, right? Because it's whoever does it first. So if you're talking like we are, right? Good ideas. Then one of us takes it and runs with it, does first, it first, and gets it. Yo, legit.
Do you guys remember? I think it was Heavy. Was on here, and shout out Heavy. At the same time, if it wasn't Heavy, I'm sorry to the other person who said this, but they said something about they're like, oh, I have this idea, and they like told the idea or something, or like we discussed an idea or whatever, and I was like, oh wait, like we just put it out there, like, oh shit, and he was like, man, he goes, I actually don't care about saying my ideas, because he's like something along the lines of like, all it'll do is give them an idea. They won't actually like do it. You know what I mean? Because
that might have been that episode.
Yeah, I forget exactly how he worded it, but basically I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Because people can steal it, and there's gonna be like motivated people out there, but like in the general consensus, if that's the right term, but most people like are just gonna be like, that's a really good idea,
and not know how to go pulling it off.
Exactly, yeah, or even like later discuss it with their friends and be like, yeah, good idea, and then like not happen, or whatever, right? But the person who's like created this idea is like, I'm fucking doing this thing, and like they've already done it by the time these guys have like not done it 3 times in a row.
For sure.
But yeah, like I said, I forget exactly how he worded it, but I actually really like that. I was like, yeah, true, man, like fucking right, like no one's actually gonna like do it.
But there is the chance though that there is that dedicated, try hard out there that's like, ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, and now that I say that, someone's gonna like, they're gonna take Heavy like literally one day, and they're like, oh yeah, remember you said that? Yeah, boom, like I got the money to do that. It's here.
Yeah.
Just because we said this.
Yeah.
Sorry, Heavy. Oh shit! But no, at the same time too, though. I forget how that even related to what you were saying, but I hope it did.
Stuff, not talking
about not talking about it. Yeah.
It all reminded me of when Dr. Dre sold Beats to Apple for $1 billion and fucking.
It's fucking crazy.
There's that video. You guys ever watch that documentary?
Was it 1 billion? I thought it was more than 1 billion.
2.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no, I wasn't sure. Oh, for sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was I want to call it Undisputed. But what was it called on the documentary?
Oh, the Defiant ones.
The Defiant ones.
Yeah.
Undefiant was what I was thinking, but Defiant.
Yeah. Which is a fantastic documentary.
Yeah. Real sick. But anyways.
Is that the one that we watched? It's like a couple parts.
There's a couple parts. It's about like Dr. Dre.
At the end, whenever he walks out, they're like, "Well, where are you going?" He's like, "I don't know. What's after this?" And he's like, "Aftermath."
That's the movie Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, I mixed everything right up there.
Yeah.
All right, back.
Yeah, I know Tyrese Gibson is like in the studio with Dre, and he released this video of. He's like, the first
billionaire,
rapper billionaire or whatever, and he like starts like doing this like like crep walk or like whatever, but then it was like Dre almost lost his deal because of that.
Really?
Because it was like
it hadn't been fully.
Oh yeah,
so close to the same thing of the feature, man. Before it's the final thing. You could lose it.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Same thing with business, like any business, construction. You don't go and tell another contractor your plans or your methods of work.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If you want to go back to the Joyner thing, like, the manager was talking to Joyner about both of the managers talking about doing a tour or something. So I guess Joyner was like, oh, cool, tour with Logic. Like, oh, listen to my songs. And yeah.
And it was the same song? It was 1-800? Well, not the same
song,
but the concept,
he had
though?
He had a concept of a song.
From 1-800.
Yeah, I believe the album was a number.
Yeah, the title of a song or the title of something was a phone number.
Yeah.
And then, before you know it, Logic is blowing up with this 1-800. Also, it has a
suicide hotline.
Okay.
So he thinks, like, Joe, I think I saw a thing with Joyner talking about it.
I seen it.
And he's like,
but the person who's in the wrong
coincidence.
is Joyner. If you think about it.
I mean, realistically,
he was just not careful about what he was doing, right?
Yeah, true. Because at the same time,
it's true. When it comes down to just morals as a human, right? Are you gonna be friends with Logic after that? No, you're gonna be like, "Fuck you, man! You took my idea. I'm not gonna be around." Right? You're not gonna trust him to speak so freely, anyways. But I guess it teaches you a lesson.
I mean, there is the idea though that I guess there is the coincidence of the managers being in the same room at the same time and playing those songs and shit like that.
Maybe the managers were like,
could they come up with like a same idea at the same time, sort of thing? Like,
see, that's the thing. Okay, just real quick, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I forget what it was about at all, but I said to them, and it might even been one of you guys, I don't know, but I said to them, like, I was like, okay, like, it might have been actually fucking Gord, but I was like, I fully believe in coincidence. Coincidences like happen. Like, a lot of people say there's no such thing as coincidence.
No, for sure.
I believe that it's fucking 100% possible, and actually I'll fucking fill you in on that. I just realized a cool little story, but but the thing is, so I totally believe in coincidence, but the other thing is whenever you have so many things that pile up, you're like, that's telling me, like, no, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like at the same time, in that with that concept, yes, maybe, but the fact that happened, like the Joyner showed that to that person, you know what I mean? Then it's kind of like, okay, well, I don't know if that's so coincident.
Didn't say nothing about it, you know what I mean?
You never talked on it?
I never talked about it. So maybe if you would have just posted like a photo of like of the song he made like at a certain date to prove that he did it before him. I don't know, something, but he didn't even say nothing, and then they released ISIS. Obviously, Logic has to talk about like the beef in the song. What's beef? Hit like a cast.
That's what.
There's but no. So just real quick, the thing that I thought of though about the coincidence thing is like, okay, so there's a couple different rappers that I'll listen to. Like, it'll even be like, oh, new song. Oh, cool, yeah. Listen to it and be like, what the fuck? That's like, it might be like, say like 4 bars. That's like a whole concept I had for a song. Or it'll be like the whole song is the concept I had for a song. And it'll be like totally fucking coincidence. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, I thought of it a long time ago. I never like, maybe never wrote it down or like whatever, but I was like, that's a good idea. I'll have this kind of like whatever. And then boom, it's there. And then like, I find MGK was doing that a lot. Like, even too, like I would write something after he put something out, but I wouldn't have heard that song. You know what I mean? Like, later I'd be like, oh, like, I never heard this one, because like I didn't listen to a whole lot of Lace Up. Like, I did, like, there was like a bunch of certain ones on there that I listened to or whatever. But like, but point is that I would hear like even an older song and be like, what the fuck? I just made this concept up the other day, and now like MGK's saying it. And there was one actually I was gonna make this song about words, how words are just like if I like call you a bad name, that if you get mad, like, you just put the power into me, or like into the word that I said. So you control the power of the words and shit, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this song, and like, yeah, blah blah blah, and I had this like certain like line in my head I was gonna do, and I started listening to Kasky, and then I started doing this thing on YouTube where I would like take an artist that I like, and I go featuring this person, featuring MGK. So I put featuring MGK because it would come up with someone else featuring him. And it was Kasky featuring MGK. Never heard the song before ever. It's called Words. And the whole concept is the exact same thing. And he even does like the same, like, I had this idea for like a couple bars that build up to like this one statement. And exact same thing. And I'm like, no way, man. I'm like, as if. I'm like, he's already done it. I can't even like now like do mine anyways, because like it's already there. Like,
well,
what
I mean,
fuck?
You could.
It's,
sure
for
it's not
sure.
Identical, but like,
yeah.
I see. I can definitely relate to that though. Like,
so like that's coincidence, but at the same time, like, I don't know his manager. And like, are you like, you know what I mean? Like, are like, you know what I mean? Like, whereas this story, it's like, well, actually, there are some factors that lie in there that could be like,
there's this thing where I like maybe 4 years ago I did that on a few songs. You like kind of take like the beat and the word all together and like repeat it 4 times. It would hit like 4 times. And Logic does that too now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was hearing that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was doing that before him. I didn't look at the dates of. I don't know if he has a song 4 years ago that he was doing that, but I don't think so. But I was, you know what I mean? Coincidence.
Well, even too, like actually, fucking. There's now that I think about it, another example. I used to fucking like. So I've always listened to like all kinds of music, like fucking everything. Cause like basically where I got my music from was CDs that my parents had. So it'd be like. Yeah. Irish music, fucking country music, fucking like classic rock shit. But I'd like stumble through my brother's room and shit whenever I was a kid, and I'd like take CDs, so I get like punk rock and stuff, like some metal and shit. But then there'd be like some peppered in there. There'd be some fucking Wu-Tang and like Mobb Deep and MOP and shit like that. And now that I think about it, a lot of New York rap. But anyways, point is like I always listened to everything, but I was more punk rock. And I played in a punk band and shit. And then I just kind of like made this switch where I was just like, you know what, I'm more like I listen to rap more now, basically. And I was like, how can I fucking like combine both of those things, like punk and rap in one thing? And right before I like started listening to more rap, I was listening to more like screamo, like the like da, 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 you know, and like so I was like, how can I mix this all together? You know, I'm like, so I either need to do like rapping lyrics over like a heavy song, or I need to take like rap songs and like put like hardcore drums to them or something. And like literally, man, like I thought of that idea, never really, like I kind of fucked with it a little bit in my back room and stuff. Never did it, like never recorded anything or anything. And it also was before like social media too. But yeah, and sure enough, fucking it was like 4 or 5 years later maybe, and Travis Barker was doing it. And I'm like, no, like that's exactly one of the thoughts that I had was like, this is 3 ways I could take it, and I was like, that's one of them. And I was like,
so what's the moral of the story here?
Fucking seize the curb.
Exactly. Fucking when you get an idea, just jump on and do it.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna mention like Lil Peep or something.
No,
kind of punk rap.
That's true though. It's very they call it like emo rap and shit, and like and that's the thing too is I'm actually kind of glad you brought that up, because I find like and it's funny because I thought this, I'm like, man, like I find sometimes he sounds like Blink-182 sort of, right? Like even like his voice and like the song in the background is, well, the beat, I guess. But then the thing is, I'm like, okay, that's how I like perceive it. But I'll show someone, I'd be like, oh yeah, like here's a Little Peep or whatever, right? And they're like, man, like it sounds like Blink-182, and like everyone says that. I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. And it's like there's that one song, Walk Away as the Door Slams or whatever, and that one is like 100% like in my mind like a Blink-182 song. Like it's one of the like acoustic Blink-182 songs from their album or something, you know.
And then when
just the way he sings.
Showed me Peep, I thought instantly Blink-182.
Yeah. But even then, that's almost like how like that's like, you know, one of the 3 options, right? Because then there was like singing over rap beats or like screaming over rap beats or whatever, right? Yeah. Like screamo and shit. So then there was what's that? Scarlord?
Never heard of
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, metal rap.
Yeah?
Crazy screamo.
I forget the band name, but there was, and I want to find this song, but there was this song that I listened to. It was on a movie or something like that, so I found it and listened to it, and I kept it on my Spotify forever, but it sounds like this like chick singing at the start. And then it goes into like it's like metal drums and shit, like it's all like instruments and shit, but then it goes into almost like maybe like kind of peepish type singing or whatever, but at the start it sounds like this chick singing, like Paramore kind of thing. But then I watched the video for it, and it's this like short, like he's got like really long hair. I think he's like a little Asian dude or whatever. He's got like really long hair, and he does both the vocals.
What?
So he sounds like this chick, but then in the rest of it he's like kind of like rap singing or whatever, you know what I mean? Like Little Peep style shit. So weird. But what'd you say?
Scarlord.
Scarlord.
XRD for Lord.
Okay.
And it uses a X instead of a O. I don't know why. But yeah, it's like
Saw blood.
I'm trying to mix them, I guess. It's weird to explain. It's like it's like a rap beat with obviously like electric guitar, and the bass is very fucking loud. The 808s are crazy. Like you'll have to look it up. He's crazy. Yeah. He's crazy.
I actually, funny thing is, so I went into what the fuck's it called? There's Rock Junction downtown, and there used to be a tattoo shop beside it. And my buddy, shout out Tim Brzee, actually, gang. He runs New Moon, I think. Anyway, short story long is so he was tattooing there or piercing there, I think, at the Rock Junction, and my buddy went to get a tattoo while we were in the city. He's like, "Oh, stop here, get a tattoo." So I show up there and I'm like big baggy long short, like jean shorts, and I got like a Jordan jersey on and shit. And so we're talking and shit, and I hadn't seen him for a while. And he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I'm on my lunch. Like, we'll go around the corner and get Subway and shit, right?" Side note, I just want to say he was wearing one of the guys from Bad Religion's pants. Yeah, remember Capital City's Capital City Music Hall. Oh, yeah. So he used to like work there or something like that, and he like got to go in the dressing room, and like I think he was like maybe cleaning them or something like that or whatever. But he like found some shit, and he had the fucking Bad Religion. They were called stretch fucking jeans, and they were like these stretch. Anyways, like I said, side note, back to the story. But I was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" Whatever. I'm like, "Oh, I'm in a band and stuff." Like, "Whoa, what kind of band?" He's like, "Are you in a," the fuck did he call it? Now I forget. Fuck. But it was like gangster core or something like that. Or no, thug core, that's what it was. He's like, "Oh, like thug core or something." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Is that a thing?" He's like, "Yeah." Yeah. I was like, I'm like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, I guess it'd be like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's
Let's try it though. Oh shit. So yeah, I don't know if you got to hear on the last episode or if you did watch the last episode, but we were smoking that blunt of that Tuna Star from Greengrass Oasis. Big fucking big love to them because they hold us down big time. And right now, actually, everybody up there is closed. You're not allowed on the reserves and stuff. But yeah, if you want in the future, you can find them at Shannonville, Tyendinaga, and Pickpocknagon. And they have all their turn your shit off. No, I'm just joking. But they have all your cannabis flower, edibles, extract needs. And again, like I said, they're closed right now. But maybe if you hit them up, they'll do a little sneaky.
Sneaky.
Shh, don't tell Trump. But yeah, man, fucking get this roasting for the boys. Sorry.
You should just like
so earlier
seal that shit and like
what's that
under the door.
How do they deliver?
Yeah, like the weed packages. Like
oh true. It's got to be like Well, I heard that one place was like bringing it off the res to meet people, and like I probably should not even be saying that, but at least I didn't say who it was because I actually don't know who it was. But there is a place that was like pulling off the res apparently.
How long do you think all this shit's gonna be going down for?
And they said like yesterday that like the summertime.
That's nuts to me.
I read they said a year or a year and a half. No.
Yeah, I heard 18 months earlier today or some shit.
Shut her down on that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I heard peak end of spring, and then I heard end of the first wave, end of summer, and then apparently there is possibilities of like minor, little breakouts, people getting it here and there for a few months after that. So that's at late August, early September, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep hearing September.
Yeah.
They hope the summer heat kills it or something.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
I say people are going to kill other people in the summer heat. That's what I'm going to say.
Nice,
in their houses, man.
Say where.
You're going to find so many people just going out.
Losing their minds.
Losing their minds, man.
Especially if that long, like, there's a lot of uncertainty and like a lot of like
that's it.
Anxiety and fear.
And people act out, man, in certain ways.
People are already acting.
Oh man, it's showing how dumb people really are.
It really is, man.
But anyways, I just want to
easily manipulated people are, and they get so fear so easily. And when people are scared, man, and don't know what to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They act in unthinkable ways. I guess I could say. I don't know.
I've been actually watching that show, the Preppers or whatever.
Doomsday.
Yeah. I was thinking about this today. And you know what? It's funny because there's so many people that used to make fun of like people like that. They're just like, the end of the world's coming. I've got 5 years worth of fucking military powder food. You know, like I'm good to go.
Oh, it's smart and shit. But like someone was saying,
people are laughing.
Someone was saying the other day, they're like, man, like a lot of like old people, like they're like, man, my grandparents always had like all kinds of shit that was like there for like later, you know, like canned and jarred up shit, and I was like, true, like, my grandparents always had, like, fucking cold storage and shit with all this stuff. I'm like, what do you need all these pickles for? And, like, what do you need this shit for, right? But anyways, I'm going to steer this right back. I had the question earlier, and obviously, you had said, you'll talk about it later, but you had said that you had 3 different names. Now this is your 3rd name?
All right, so... maybe more than 3.
You changed 3 times, or this is your 3rd name?
So
let's start at the bottom.
Okay. The bottom, I think it was Matt P, which is pretty simple. And then I went from realistic with a $sign instead of the S because I had money.
I think I might have fucking seen
that was my long run.
I appreciate the $sign because I do mine with a $sign, like styles with a Z, but I make the Z like a backwards S.
Oh, okay.
And I put the $signs on it. Like
I was broke. It wasn't because I had money.
No,
it was easy to find me, you know, because realistic is a common word.
Yeah.
And then I went to MP, EMPE. Which is like kind of how you say it in French, and there's MP. And and then I stopped that, and I went to Matt Pilon. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go by my real name.
Matt Pilon.
Yeah, I got. I hit like
Pilon, not Pilon?
It's Pilon. Okay, Matt Pilon. That's my French name, but every English people, you know, say Pilon.
Yeah.
So I'm just sticking to it, Matt Pilon.
Fuck
it. It's like I grew up with these people, like they were these twins, like they were in my class and shit, and they were their last name was Pigeon.
Pigeon.
But it's like spelt like pigeon.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure exactly spelt the same as pigeon, but it's Pigeon or whatever. And so like the teachers and shit be like, pigeon? Like I'm like, no shit.
It's caca.
Yeah. Shit. So now we're at Matt Pilon. So that's your 4th one.
Yeah. I just I hit like a drop with music. You know, I got caught up in this you know, like, oh, you should do this like that, do this, you know, like this whole rapper image. I made like an Instagram, and I was like getting someone running it, like I don't know, and I realized like I'm an outcast. I don't do it like other people do. Like I'll post a song once a month, maybe once every 2 months, like so. And I was starting to do like every different styles, and I knew what my style were, but people were like, oh, do more boom bap or do more trap, and after a while I'm like, you know, fuck it. I took a break, and then I came back as Matt Pilon. I have maybe 8 songs on YouTube, that name, which is kind of cool because they're actually I think they're good songs compared to my old stuff.
Are they on SoundCloud?
One.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think like maybe like you're saying that you're not really like I think what I got from it was you're saying like you're not really like outgoing and like you don't do the social media shit.
Yeah,
and stuff
I'm not
that. But do you ever think that like maybe like that's something that like you maybe like have to conquer as an artist to get that next step, or at 100%. The same time maybe even conquer as a person, just for like, you know?
100%. I'm
not here to be your fucking psychiatrist or anything, but I'm just asking, like, you know, do you think that that's
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How does that make you feel? Sorry.
So I agree with you. Like before the podcast started, I was saying I relate to Joyner Lucas because it was ADD and the way he released everything. I'm ADD, so like sometimes I get creative. 3 months I'll make like a fucking album, and then 3 months I stop, and it's like a fuck rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't do music, so I go crazy. Like, okay, I'll start boxing. I'll box, and then okay, going back to music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now what's good is that I'm always gonna keep music on the side. Like on my computer, let's say, I'll keep some. So if ever I do get these drops, I have a few songs I can release, so I can look like I'm always working.
Yeah.
So I realized how I work, and that's the way I'm doing it now. You know.
Yeah.
So if ever I do get a drop, you'll still get music.
That's good.
Man. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and at the same time too, I mean, I feel like sometimes I mean, I feel like this is actually like an exaggeration, but I'm like kind of similar in the way that I'll like do some shit and then like not fuck with it for a while. Like right now, I haven't written anything for probably a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, but
something like that.
You see
right?
all these artists, and it's like they always like work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, really,
like,
they don't. You know, there's probably just songs they put on the side or.
True. Well, yeah. Some people say they won't release any music until they have like 100 in the bank and shit like that. Yeah. But the other thing too, though, is like at the same time too, it's almost like maybe your energy's more concentrated at that point. So instead of spreading it out through the whole year, trying to write,
exactly,
you like go through that moment where you do go boxing and shit and get all fucking, you know, some of your stress out, but you're like, that didn't work, and then you're like back to music, right? And then that's when you get all of that energy focused into that like little time or whatever. So yeah, I feel like maybe you get better quality work from that.
Yeah, exactly. Plus you can't like force creativity.
You know,
it comes like people don't understand that. But
well, see, I was saying, so there's this song. Actually, you know what? Rest in peace, John Prine, gang. He has a song called "Illegal Eyes," and it's my buddy said it's like about smoking weed, like getting stoned and shit. But there's actually something I heard in it today that made me think it might be about acid. Oh, because he says that the judge's name was Hoffman. I'm like, why would that matter? And I think Albert Hoffman, correct me if I'm wrong, was the guy that discovered acid. But anyways, I might have the name wrong. But either way, the other thing is on that same in that same song at the end of it, he's like, something, then he's like, my sister's a nun, or something like that. That's what it sounds like he says. And like, so I sent the song to somebody, and like I caught that too, but they text me back, they're like, is this sister a nun? I'm like, I don't know, I heard that too, but I don't know. And then I was walking out the door today, my brother was listening to the song, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, is this sister a nun? Like, what the fuck? And we don't know for sure, but point is that I feel like at the end of the song, it's kind of like he falls apart a bit, and he just like threw in some stuff, like might even just did it on the spot and was like, keep that, you know. But I said to my brother, I'm like, that's how some of my songs end, is it's like you can see, like there's in Learning Curve, my last line is I don't give a fuck about my rocket, I don't even lock it, but today I stand in front of you as the prophet. And it's like, nice, you fell apart right there. Like, well, even just the rocket thing, I don't even lock it, whatever. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm like, I guess like your spaceship, like your fancy car is a spaceship. But
made it to the end.
It's just like I got to that point and was like, I need a couple more bars here. And like, there's been many times here, I'm like, okay, I got like this many bars, or like I have these two verses, I have this. Okay, all right. Okay, wait, we're almost there. 4 more bars, and like now I'm sitting by myself staring at a shelf. That's actually one of my lines.
I do that sometimes too. I try not to. It's like, oh, let's say I have 8 bars or 4 bars left. You're like, fuck, man, I don't feel like writing. Just go on your notes and like, I never used this.
Yeah,
right, just go for it.
Yeah, I actually had a song come out of that. I was like, what do I have here? I know I have like, it'd be random like 2 bars that's just like 2 rhyming bars. I'll write that down. That's good. Yeah. And then I took a bunch of them and put them together. I'm like, hey, it's not like totally off topic, and like it actually yeah. And then I just had to add more. I'm like, hey, there's a verse, like sweet.
Well, I do that sometimes. Voice memos. I send myself voice memos.
Yeah,
whenever I think of a punchline, then I'll just record it.
Yeah,
but it's a good habit to get into.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna pull out my phone and show you, but I'm scared what it could come.
Yeah, me too. If you were gonna ask me what are the punchlines, I was gonna say,
yeah.
They're not like published yet. I'm still like working on it to see if it's good or not. But yeah.
Just something I thought about. This is gonna be so fucked up, but just because I mentioned Wu-Tang, and I don't know why I was thinking of this, but shout out to Wu-Tang, because apparently they donated a bunch of money or something like that to the food drive in Ottawa.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, that deserves a horn. So yeah, they told me to say that, and they're gonna come on in exchange.
Yeah, for sure.
So keep watching.
Yeah. So, did you bring any heat with you?
You know what? I don't think so.
No.
But if you put a beat, I can try to find something in my head real quick.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yo, actually, wait, just real quick. Just real quick. Did I sent you guys the live of Tom Green?
Yeah.
And did you guys watch it? Because he ended up posting it too. But so it was up. It was actually up. It wasn't just like I usually end them and just delete them.
Yeah, that's right. You watch it.
But he kept it up, and it was like, so it was him just chilling, and what he was doing was, so he had a microphone like this, recording the podcast, and then on the side he had like a little clip mic thing, like you'd put on your like lapel or whatever the fuck.
I want to get some of those.
And yeah, well, I was looking at them online, and I was looking at one of these mics too.
Yeah.
Did I show you the all gas no brakes guy?
Yeah.
He interviews the EDM people or whatever, and I looked up his. But anyway, so he's got another little clip mic here, and the clip mic is for for him to do, like, he's doing like phone calls with people and shit. So he was playing a beat, and he was rapping, freestyling, and he was reading the comments and what people were saying. He was like rapping, and I was like, 4G Audio Podcast, like whatever, you know, like when are you coming on, whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna do a podcast, and I'm like, no way, did he read what I said? So I kept saying shit, and I forget what else I said, but I was saying shit, I was like, you know, the fucking Freddy Got Fingered, he's like, whenever he's playing with the cartoons that he drew or whatever, and he's like, and then the beaver started yelling at the other beaver, you're a stupid beaver. So I put, you're a stupid beaver, and he's like, he came off with, you know, blah blah blah, like he might even said the one beaver said to the other. Either way, he was saying the shit I was saying. I was like, yeah, that's crazy, man. And then I switched over to the 4G so I could like comment and he could see it.
I've been following him. He's been doing a lot of content.
Yeah, I was trying to call him too, because he puts his phone number up and you can call and shit.
Gonna do that,
and people were just calling up, and like this one chick, he's like, I don't know, someone said something about weird noises, and he's like, hey, Kristen, do you want to make a weird noise with me? Let's make a weird noise. She's like, no, like, and she's like what? And he's like, I don't know, like,
yeah, how he holds himself, man. Like, start his videos and he'll be like, hey everybody, you know, like,
man, someone posted, I think it was Trip or somebody posted a video of a clip of I think it was the movie Grind. I've never seen it, but I think it is. And he's like the skate shop guy or whatever.
He was off.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just that clip. I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry. Anyways,
shout out Tom Green.
Yeah, gang.
Ooh. I hit two buttons at the same time there.
Yeah.
Ottawa native too.
Yeah, true that. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Rumor has it he's actually from Pembroke originally.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's even closer to home.
One of my buddy's dads was on his show, but it was like he had a bike around his leg and he was all bloodied up and his shirt was all ripped. And he was walking around the intersection. It was some intersection in Canada. He's walking around the intersection. Everyone's like coming up to him like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, like what happened? What happened?" And they're like, what the fuck? And then like these guys are like from the bush, right? So they like ended up being like, oh fuck you, and they like left or whatever. But it was like a buddy of mine's dad.
Yeah, we're ready to go with
sorry man. Yeah, as soon as I
didn't want to interrupt your story and shit.
No man, you can mute me, man.
I can mute
me.
I got
going on mute, bro.
Alright, so I'm just gonna play this instrumental here.
All right. I'm not prepared, but let's see what I have.
Let's go.
Hey man, just throw whatever down.
It's poppin'.
Hey,
nice, it's I be poppin'. Hey. I got... Joking.
Matt, Pilon.
Can you replay that for a second? Sorry, I think it's a different instrumental. I heard a different instrumental earlier. I didn't know it was gonna kick now.
You can do. You can switch it up too. If you
I
want.
like the beat.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Starting over.
It's all good. I got thick skin, but some few can cut through my issues, man. I don't lose, man. I keep on like I'm strong, but I know it's so wrong. Keep making all these songs, hoping my thoughts can move on. Been waiting way too long. My mental health is in shambles. I'm breaking myself though. I feel like I'm meant to stay home and alone. I gotta say, man, I love this cave. Yeah, it's quiet and dark. Nothing inside of my heart. There's no fire when there's no spark. I got this far, but I'm not happy. Yeah, I cut my lawn. So many snakes are gone. Anybody wanna take advantage of me until I break their arm? I'm not an enemy, I think I am. I don't wanna cause no harm. Hit him and kill him. Don't talk about me or talk about my baby. I'ma hit you with a 7 artillery lyrically. Everybody looking at me like I'm the crazy one. Everybody wanna play victim. Is it just me that's been wrong? My whole life I've been picked on. This sickness is just spreading in my body for too long. This is where I belong. I don't make music, you can sing along. This is my theme song of my life. Come along, my rider, keep on. Fun facts, I've been killing rappers at the beginning, not Eminem. Or many of them gotta keep it with the silver venom. I kill 'em, everybody ducking, everybody looking at me like I'm really fucking nothing. Telling me I gotta practice when I started rapping and the choking and the capping. And I put you in the coffin and I make a crowd surfing. And mosh pit, you always gossip, to be honest, you don't got it. Drop a single and I'm talking, better back off, bitch. I got the size, bitch, you must be cautious. Goddamn.
Bro.
What's poppin'? Jesus, I be poppin'.
Man.
I'd more maybe, but
That's insane. You should. That was awesome, man. That was so sick. Oh, we gotta do the fucking.
it was weird hearing myself. That's why I was fucking up in there.
Oh, did you wait? Actually, okay, wait. Quick question. You said it fucks you up hearing yourself. So whenever you record, do you not have your vocals in the microphone?
Yeah,
or in the headphones? I mean.
No.
Okay.
I just leave the headphone out and.
The only reason I asked that is because I know, like, I know some people are different, right? Like, and I've tried it both ways, and like, I don't know. I feel like I like want to hear myself.
Oh, I have to.
I guess when you have presets already on, I guess. Let's say you're using autotune or something, and you want to kind of hear.
Oh,
yeah.
Then
True.
For sure.
You know, I record and then I mix. You know,
have to hear.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, true. That's actually a good idea.
Apparently, it's a good motivating way to, to make music if you like put all your presets first.
Yeah.
So at least when you hear, it's like you hear good quality. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got.
No, but that was sick, man. That was actually really sick. That actually makes me excited to check out your music and shit too. At the same time too, keep doing it, man. Seriously, yeah. I definitely want to see the product when it comes, man. That's
Send
awesome.
People to your spots right now.
You can find me at Matt Pilon 97 on Instagram, Be Realistic 97 on Snapchat if you want, my old rap name, and Matt Pilon 1997 on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah, I think. See, that's not good. I should know this shit.
Yeah.
But if you write Matt Pilon anywhere, you'll find me.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, man, fucking 4G anyway.
Yeah.
Just Google it even. Yeah. At the same time too, I'm gonna take a second to say www.4gaudiopodcast.com. Go check it out. We got all our merch, all the episodes. There's links to the episodes, and any information you'll ever need to know about us is probably there. Check out our Instagram as well. Obviously 4G Audio Podcast. Gang.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks guys for coming out. All of you. Especially fucking Matt Pilon from
Yes, sir.
all the way from the other side of the fucking city.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, whenever you said what's it called?
Alfred.
Alfred, yeah. So whenever I looked it up, it's like Alfred and Plantagenet or whatever, and I was like, I know that from somewhere. There's like a spot there where they had to do like weddings and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was there one time. It was like a little ranch or something.
Yeah.
I was there for a wedding.
Got a question first.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
I got a lot.
Oh shit! Speaking
It
of
would have to be
questions.
pink. I'm kidding. Red.
Red?
It would have to be red.
Should we?
Yeah, I'd do it up.
All right. Well,
Oh, I'm getting
the
sponsored.
extended edition.
I'm getting sponsored.
Hold up. Here you go.
So you will pay me $100 a month to have this on my car?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Next time, if I come back, I'll be more prepared.
We've been
we'll
having
have a 1,500 bar rap for you guys.
We like to put
whole podcast.
Yeah.
That's the point.
But at the same time, yeah, we've been having trouble with the sponsor checks getting to the people, so it might take a while.
Yeah, but it's because of the COVID thing.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody else that's sponsored, just keep waiting. It's coming.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, real quick. We're gonna answer 5 questions, real quick. All right, they might get a little deep, but you gotta answer them quick.
100%.
All right.
I'm open book.
All right, here we go. If you could choose one skill to obtain instantly, what would it be?
Fuck, that's a good question. I want to ask another one, and I'll think of that one at the same time.
Yeah?
Go back to it later.
All right. If you were to lose one of your 5 senses, what would it be?
What is that term exactly? I'm French.
Sight. If you had to lose one of your 5 senses, so sight, taste, smell, feel.
Taste.
Taste?
Because then I would eat very fucking good. Like, it wouldn't matter what I eat, you know what I mean? So I would just eat good.
To stay alive, really.
Yeah. If you have no choice, you gotta eat your own shit.
That's right.
You would still be able to smell it though.
True, eh?
Oh, damn, yeah.
But I get what you're saying though.
Yeah. I would just eat good.
All right. I'll go back to the other question. Any answer there, or do you want me to continue on?
Want to re-ask the question again?
Yeah, I'll re-ask it. If you could choose one skill to obtain instantly to like, so like, you know, any skill, like it could be rapping better, it could be production, any kind of skill.
It could be anything though. It could be like
to learn.
I want to be a fucking basketball player.
What would it be? Yeah, anything like that.
Learn how to produce.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
if you could give me like, boom, Dr. Dre fucking
that's such
experience.
Such a good answer, man. I've never thought of that.
Well, if you're a rapper, you know, man, like the production skill could come.
That's
and it's what you want.
Everything,
you know?
That's right.
It's fucking hard to find beats because
you
know what you want.
Science, man. Like when you really get down to it, to know everything about everything.
Fuck.
All right, man. 2 more. How much money per month would it take for you to give up your smartphone?
Then I wouldn't be able to run my
If you have one of these, though, you know what I'm saying? It's just this.
To give up that, 5K a month.
Nice.
So that way I'd be
solid number.
Home. Because the only thing I'm thinking about right now is that I need my phone just in case I'm at work and something happens with my daughter. But if you give me my monthly salary, you know, my 5K a month, then I can be home. You know what I mean?
True.
That's the only reason. Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last one. All right. So you're reading a book, right? And as you're reading this book, you find out it's about your life, right? You get to the point in this book where you're reading it. Do you continue reading, knowing the rest is your future, or do you put the book away?
Put the book away.
Ooh.
I can't. I don't want to know. It's spoiled.
True. That's right, man. You heard it from him, from Matt first.
Yes, sir.
And last.
Fucking right. Yeah, and if we missed any information, go back to the part 1 of this episode. And,
you have to listen to his dream.
Oh yeah, the dream. That's right. That's the information. And my back's all fucked up too. The dream in my back. So yeah, if you go check that out, you'll get some more details. Crazy shit.
Hopefully they can hear the details. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. There might have been some fucked up shit. You know what? Actually, if you do go back and you're listening to this still, go back and comment on it and tell me whether you can hear me or not. And if not, I'll have to tell the dream story again. And the funny thing